So if you haven't heard the news, reports coming out are that Jonathan Drouin and Evgeny Dadonov are going to be healthy scratches tonight against the Toronto Maple Leafs. Of course, it's the NHL. It's the first day of the season for the Montreal Canadiens. Obviously, things could change. Absolutely, Drouin could end up in the lineup tonight for the Habs. Things get moved around, practice, first day of the season. It's that time of year, especially on a rebuilding team like the Habs. Absolutely, Drouin could end up on the lineup. We've heard St. Louis come out and mention that he sees the potential in Drouin. He wants to work with him. However, hey, is this some kind of look? St. Louis and Hughes and Gordon can say all they want about how they want Drouin to have a fresh start. They want him to do well with the Habs. You're sending a message with your actions rather than just the words if you healthy scratch him or you put him on the third or fourth line. Let's be real here. That is a message. Even Slafkovsky, let's be real, he did not have the best preseason. He's playing tonight. He made the Habs, right? He's going to be getting some pretty good ice time here. But as far as Drouin goes, I'm surprised because he's in the last year of his contract. If I was them, I would be trying to make him as attractive as possible to other teams, trying to trade Drouin and get any type of decent value for him, which starts tonight. On a rebuilding team, you've got guys like Kirby Dach, you've got guys like Monahan, who's a sniper, you've got guys like Caulfield. I know in the past that hasn't worked, and it's looking like it's going to be Nick Suzuki, Cole Caulfield, Josh Anderson as a line, but you've got a lot of new guys. I know Dadonov also healthy scratch. He looked really not good in the preseason, but there are players here, Gallagher as well, that Drouin as a playmaker can really help out as far as production and point totals. Now, I know a large portion of Habs fans are going to say, what? Get out of here. Drouin sucks. He's terrible, this and that. Come on. If you watch the team, you know that he's had his moments. He's had his flashes where he's looked really good, and he's looked like a very good, dare I say, elite playmaker at times. Now, he's not that. Let's be clear here. I'm not saying he is an elite playmaker. I'm saying he's had flashes in the pan. He's had his moments. Okay, that's what's happened with Jonathan Drouin. But now for him to maybe not even be getting a sniff tonight in the first game, if it's an injury or he's dealing with something personal again, I understand it more. But if it's just a healthy scratch, he's a head scratcher, because this is a guy that I understand wanting the kids to play in a rebuild, but you got to try and maximize the value for these types of guys that are on expiring contracts to get the most that you can for them in a trade. That's what a rebuild's all about. Ken Hughes, I talked about this, should be collecting draft picks and prospects like infinity stones here. He should be trying to make Drouin as appealing as possible to other teams in the league, and this does not send a great message that I said this in another video, I don't actually think the Habs are going to be the worst team in the NHL, but when you look around the league, what kind of message does that send for a team that's going to be, quote-unquote, probably going to be one of the worst teams in the league, and you have Jonathan Drouin as a healthy scratch? Teams are going to run faster than the Roadrunner away from that. Seriously, if he's a healthy scratch on the Habs, what's he going to be on the Avs? Or on the Flames or on the Oilers, right? This is the type of stuff that absolutely needs to be considered. To me right now, it's a head scratcher. Again, like I said, it's the NHL. It's the first game of the season here. Absolutely, we could see a situation where number 27 ends up playing for the Montreal Canadiens tonight against the Leafs. But I want to know more about this situation. It's just something doesn't really add up here. Did he really just get beat out? Is he really just on the outs as far as his play? Because Drouin still, I know a lot of people like to harp on him and say he's terrible, but, there's guys playing tonight in the forward ranks that he's better than, so did something happen in the room? What is it? I want to know more about this situation and why Drouin is not in the lineup tonight. To me, it's a big question mark. It's a big head scratcher, because I absolutely think he should be in the Montreal Canadiens lineup tonight. I absolutely see Montreal Canadiens and Jonathan Drouin as trade partners this year. That's absolutely what they're trying to do with him. We've seen it on RDS. If you've seen Benoit Brunet and some other guys, they're talking about how it's time to move on from Drouin. It's time to ship him out. But you won't be able to if you pull this type of stuff. Seriously. So if he is indeed done with the Montreal Canadiens, you got to put him in a position to succeed, to be able to get something for him. Let's be real here. Are the Habs really going to be in a position where they trade Drouin and they give up a pick or something to get rid of him? No, they're not going to do that. They want to get something for him. So let him play. Let him figure it out a bit, even if it's on PP Unit 2. If he can produce any type of semblance of decent NHL production, that's when you can, I think, ship him out. So this is just surprising to me with all the talent that Drouin has. And I don't know, it's a head scratcher. And people can say what they want about he's terrible, he's terrible, he's terrible. If you've watched him play as a Montreal Canadian, you know he's had his flashes, okay? Those are fans who haven't been watching, who see just the total points, right? Or they see what he's been doing the past couple of years. If you've seen him, you know he's had his flashes. You know what he's capable of, okay? So talk to me in the comments down below. I want to hear what you're thinking about this. Like, comment, subscribe, notification bell, that whole deal. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.